What in the world? Okay. All right, hold on. Let me just do it this way. Oh, there we go. All right. Hmm. Whew. It is hot today. Should have stayed off because I'm sweating up a storm here today. It's hot and it's that rainy season. I'd like to welcome you all back to Rooted in Hebrew. I'm Mike. Um, mm, First and foremost, um, well, I'll do that later. Just let everyone come into the onto the live. Uh, we're moving forward. Um, I was whew, I listened to Sister Shonda, and and that's a good thing to see other people, other brothers and sisters saying the same thing that I'm saying. Long brother Dylan, um, it's good to see that she's saying what I'm saying when it comes to this AI and the shadow banning people. I don't talk about shadow banning a whole lot in things. Shalom, brother Dylan. Um, in things, but there's a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of things that I agree with her about. Us going back to living off the land, I believe that. I don't believe AI is going to be traveling with us because I mean, it's to me, it's it's like the Book of Enoch all starting all back over again. That's all I see. Because now, the reason why I say this is because if you mm, for you brothers and sisters that are, big on, I'm gonna say you got to be big on DC. But if you look at the like this last movie they did for Superman and the Justice League and all of them, where you had the cyborg, but the guy who's supposed to have been from the underworld, um, are you seeing Sister Ashanda, Brother Dylan? You seen it yesterday? Yeah, she was heated. She was heated up. But if you look at the guy that's supposed to be like from the underworld, who's collecting these boxes. If you've seen how he had them made up, he was made of metal. And if you go back and you look at the book of Enoch, they're the ones who taught man how to blend metals, how to move metals around. And you're seeing all of these characters coming to life in some type of metal form with technology. All of X-Men, um, Transformers, some type of life that they're trying to mm, move us to accept. Because now you want to talk about AI, you got the robots. Now, some years ago, now I ain't gonna say no years, it's been a couple of years ago. This AI thing got buck wild, and it's supposed to have excuse me, and it's supposed to hurt some people. And so this world is trying its best to get us um, hooked on or used to this new. Well, it's not new. It's not new at all. Their new transformation. These fallen angels. You're right, Brother Dylan. These fallen angels. All they're trying to do, we're coming out of the spirit body. We're trying to get into the electronic body, metal. Shalom, Sister Donna. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And yes, what Sister Shonda was talking about. Yes. Um, and that's the reason why I say, brothers and sisters, when it comes to this, when it comes to AI and all this. If you notice, if you're, if you're on YouTube and you watch movies on YouTube, you see everything about AI. Grammarly. You can write a book with AI. You can write a story with AI. You can write a song with AI. And like what she said, she's not joking when she said this, brothers. I mean, I watched her show. It was done yesterday, but I watched it today. Shalom, Sister Latasha. I watched it yesterday, and she was going in on it. She was going in on it, and I knew exactly what she was talking about because this is along along with everything we got going on, brothers and sisters. I see AI as the biggest. Well, I ain't gonna say it's a distraction. It's not a distraction, but that's that type of cat that sits off in the corner, not saying a word, just waiting for the moment for himself to stand up. He gonna let everything else go on. But the moment it's time for him to stand up, he gonna stand up loud and proud. And that's what I'm saying with AI. Yeah, it sounds like it's friendly. It sounds like it helps you out. It's not helping you out. If you want to talk about dumbing down, that's it. That's dumbing down. When he showed the part about the church, I seen that some time ago. Not that particular video, but I seen that happen some time ago. Shalom, brother Dave. I seen that happen some time ago. But now they're trying to bring it to reality. That's all they're trying to do. Well, I ain't gonna say trying. It seems like they've done it. Who was it? Sister Jones. She was saying that the Pope will open up 5 portals. Is this how Hashatan is getting down? Is this how he's saying, "Hey, I'm coming out the closet"? It don't make sense me hiding no more. People like, hey, they on my side. I got them. And that's the way it seems that he's maneuvering things for this acceptance of the world for him. This is some these are some demonic times, and I mean literally down to the very minute. We have all of these distractions. You have you got the drone. I did not even know that the drones was I'm thinking they're all concentrated in New Jersey, New York. Shalom, brother Ricky. This is where I'm thinking they are located at. I was talking to brother Nick, and I thought brother Nick, I don't know why I thought he was living in New Jersey. I always thought he was in that area somewhere. But he said, "No, man, I'm out at the ATL." I'm like, "Bro, you?" He said, "Man," he said, "please." He sent me 2 videos of these drones. Then one guy said, "Hey, but this thing now, when it was showing that this particular drone was dumping something." So I'm all about paying attention to all the details. I may miss a point or two. That drone was not that big to be carrying all of that whatever fluid it had coming down. No, I mean it just kept going, just kept on, just kept on, just kept on. I'm like, hold on, when did this thing go empty? Sister Don, you said a lot in Virginia. See, I mean, you know what? Now, somebody said that there was a drone in Leave the World Behind too, because the drone was that was a plane. I think that was, or was that a drone? It was dropping the leaflets and things. But now you had Canadian prepper stating the thing we talked about last week. Well, like, hey, you got all these military guys that came here over the last couple of years, right? And they talking about there's some missing radioactive material. They all on the bridge looking for this material. brothers, I don't know if they trying to get us well, let me stop that line. They are trying to get us discombobulated. And now, Sister Donna, what you had, they were speaking about that the radioactive material, because now that's what I just heard. I just heard that yesterday. Well, yes, no, I heard this today. I heard it well, earlier this morning. And I'm like, hey, that be for real? I'm like, so this, this guy, he got his thing. He went trying to figure out was they telling the truth and all that. But it's so many lies going in so many different directions, brothers and sisters. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. There's so many different lies going out, but I'm serious that there's something that they're doing that is over our heads, that's over our heads, and they think they're gonna slide it in, and they just might do just that. It may slide right on in because they got everybody's attention right now with the drones. They got everybody's attention. Now they're saying that there have been some planes that has went down due to some signal that was shot to the plane. Plane went down, and they saying that the government not speaking up on them because they don't want no panic. Brothers, how many of you all don't mind your family being on a plane and then they shooting a signal and then it's coming and they don't want no panic? You will want to know, hey, is it safe for me to travel? But this is their mindset. Because one, like you folks said, 2025, the Deagle report, they've been blatant about what they want to do. That's what they're doing. They're being blatant. Now, all of these drones, now they're showing them shooting from these things. And so now it's like I'm thinking that the drones are somewhat of a distraction, but the drone can also be hooked up to, you can hook a gun to those. That's one thing I do know. And all it takes is a cell phone. You can shoot that thing and it has a scope on it and everything. This is man's mentality. Man's mentality when it comes to life. Now, one, it's like they're trying to get us set over some let these other things slip right on in. Now, this is January is next month. Brothers in the United States, the food that you brothers and sisters are eating and buying at the grocery store are from 2023. And you didn't have enough. You did not. That's the reason why they rose the prices. Now, if you think that's something, 2020, 25, I don't even know what you got for 2025. I'm serious. They know exactly how to orchestrate hysteria. They're good at it. They practice it like it's their Bible. The prices is going to rise dramatically. It's going to rise. It is absolutely going to rise. They know exactly what they're doing. They told the farmers a few years ago, destroy half of your crop. A milk producer told them, and they told them come up with a lie. Country white boys, they country. I mean, they what's the word? They for their country and not for the government. That guy got on there and said, his country accent. Oh, they told me to destroy half of them. And then he got paid. He literally showed this big old pot, nothing but milk, going down the drain. Going down the drain. If you want to control a people, control their food. Because if a person haven't eaten in so many days, that little animalistic comes out of you. Whew. These people are on a whole different platform when it comes to life. They saying that they need to get some people off this planet. And my mentality is this: you be the first. You take the lead in that first and foremost before anyone else. All right, when they say look this way. You know what? You're about right. You're right on that, Brother Rick. When they say look this way. And the thing about it is, they got everybody's attention into the skies now. Now you got to like, man, all of us looking up at the sky. What's going down behind me? Whew. This brother sent me 2 videos showing the drone just flying around. He said it's like 6 nearby every night. And this is in Atlanta. I did not know they was there. And like what Sister Don said, Virginia too. I'm like, man, I mean, are these things everywhere? I mean, now there was an interview that Redacted did maybe 2 years ago. And it was this guy who worked for the government. I want to pull that video up. Now everything that he's saying now is making a whole lot more sense. And he went on to state this, that there's going to be drones. Now he said this about like it was like over a year ago. And he was saying, no, these drones, they will not be able to control. Somebody else is controlling these things. And back in the days, if you work for the government, you could not speak about those things. Why is it that these so-called retirees, ex-politicians, ex-CIA, they talking about these things without a worry in the world? Why? Do they know something that's going to happen? Oh, let them talk. That's what I'm looking at, brothers and sisters. This is on a whole nother level. It's on a whole nother level. And like I said, it could be, all right, the food that we're going to bring in, it's not going to be enough. Oh, yeah, I know that we know that these people are not going to, they're not going to, right now, they're not going to eat this fake meat, this lab grown meat. They're not going to eat, which is, they pour blood into the meat to give it taste. Now, good, that don't ride a whole lot of black people. You don't pour blood into a meat just to give it taste. We're not built that way. Wait a minute, hold on, brother Ricky. Hold on, let me read what you're saying. Hold on. Elon posted on October 24th, is that what you're saying? And said epic drones were coming. They are trying to condition people's mind. I can believe. Now, brother Ricky. Now I got to add on to that now, because if you go back, Shalom, brother Kenneth. If you go back in the years that people was complaining about 5G, oh, it's coming, it's gonna do this here, it's gonna do that there, it's gonna do this here and do that there. Brother, I mean, is this why they was pushing 5G? It's just a question. Because those drones got to have a signal to bounce off of. they got to have a signal to bounce off of. I just hope we don't get caught up in their game. I hope I'm serious. I hope we do not get caught up in their nonsense, because it would appear that they're trying their best to stir up a bowl of fear and just pour it out on the nation. That's what I'm looking at, or maybe thinking. I'm serious. Now, sister, she gave me a warning about the Congo and that disease. I said, all right, I seen it. But on top of that, I did the research of things of that nature. But then when we started looking at some things, they talk about planes have been going down, and they trying to figure out where this signal is coming from that's knocking these planes out of the air. Brothers, I'm supposed to be traveling. I'm still waiting on the date, but I got to talk to Sister Amana and things. But I don't want to be on no plane and it get hit with some signal and it's coming down. No, I'm not trying to be in no movie. I'm not trying to be in, and especially over the Atlantic. No, I'm not even trying to entertain that. I'm being straight and serious with it. No, these people, along with what they already got going on, they manage. I mean, let's just say it this way. Let's just use it this way. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that the governments do not know where these drones are coming from, that they cannot find the signal of these drones. And yet, it was two boys they caught with a drone in the backpack. All right, that's that drone that you can track. People ain't worried about these two kids that got a drone. If you're able to track them, all right, you messing with the wrong drone. It's the drone that you cannot. Shalom, brother Jotham. Jatham or Jotham, Prince Earl. You know, oh, brother, you now you man, that Albert Pike is rolling. You right, brother. You right. It is rolling. I mean, rolling like a big dog, big wheels and all. Shalom, Sister Monica. And you know what, brothers and sisters, let me just stop right here just for a moment. I want to apologize. Because see, I talk about peace with brothers and sisters and things of that nature. But when I went back and looked at the video, I shouldn't have said some things about that brother. What I insinuated towards Brother Kelly, wanting to see Brother Jacoba's face. I was out of line. I was out of line. If I'm going to sit up here and we talk about being peaceable with your brothers, I should not have insinuated that, that in that way towards our brother. And for that, I do apologize. And I made it my aim. I was just waiting for more people, brothers and sisters, to get on so that you all know that, no, I was out of line. But I still hold to, I don't need to see nobody's face. That's just my thing and things of that nature. All right, going on. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. Brother Jotham, that I was saying the same thing on that. Of course, at the same time on that, brother, why in the world would the devil sit there and say, hey, this is what's going to happen? That's the only thing I have about this that letter that he wrote. You You are giving example. You are giving out reality of what's going to happen. But you at the same time, hey, he's going to get what he want to get. All right, let's just say he be a God for what, a day or two. All right, so be it. And that's about all he's going to get. But these are the things, brothers, I'm looking at. This is we what Sister Ashanda was talking about, and the more we keep on talking, the more you get shut down. And it's like you have to weigh your tongue, because it's like we got you in captivity. So now we're gonna hold your tongue in captivity. You go stick to the line, and if you don't, we know how to get to you. We know how to shut you down. We know how to shut you down. They're making moves that we know for a fact are demonic. That the stuff that's going on over in Kenya, well, right now, we're not we concerned with it, not losing a whole lot of sleep with it, but we're concerned. It's what's going on, and they make it a concern to the residents of the U.S. And then at the same time, you still got a lot of brothers and sisters that are out there just asleep. Oh, you got a drone, okay, and they keep it moving. I can almost get on the news in Chicago, and I guarantee just over the weekend, at least I can almost guarantee, and I ain't even look, at least 10 to 15 people got shot or killed over the past weekend. It's like we just keep on moving as if ain't nothing changed, as if there's nothing to be concerned with, until something of a magnitude happens. I think this stuff is just I think this stuff is a what do they call it? It's not a warning shot. The warning shot has been shot a long time ago. I think the warning shot was the balloons. When those balloons, they said no balloons was here for a moment. One of them was over top of Wyoming and things of that nature. What they threw out there, it worked. It worked. And they probably got the United States attention. Turned on a signal they knew that they could find. But they shoot it down and want to play like the hero. We shot it down, whoop. And then what do the world do? They go back and they rest. They go back to their slumber. They go back to their latte. Oh, the United States took care of it. But the other people like, they ain't took care of nothing. And that's what I'm seeing, brothers. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing them pimping the game, and they thinking they finding a signal. When they shut down that pipeline and they paid millions of dollars to get it back on, that was a test, and it worked. It worked. Now the other test is January. The 1st of January. Go to the grocery store. Your so-called New Year's dinner is going to hit your pocket. It may take your whole check. It just might take your whole check. For those that be out there celebrating and things, getting drunk and stuff. Hey, this is not that time, brothers. This AI stuff, now they're talking about there's some missing radioactive material that can create a bomb. And you have all these drones flying around, and they don't know where they are. Whoever put this together, brothers and sisters, truthfully, let me say it this way. Do you brothers remember Um, do you brothers remember there was a video when the immigrants was coming in, and there was this one guy, he got everybody's attention. Oh, they talking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you gonna know who I am. Trust and believe. You gonna know who I am." And so and so, so and so. All right. And that conversation, it stayed on the news for a moment. It did. But then eventually, what did it do? It faded off into the sunset. It faded off into the sunset. Now, what they're going to do? Whatever this cat was talking about, it seems like, oh, they're about to find out who he is. That's what it seems like. It seemed like, oh, you're about to know who I am. And it seemed like when he said that, that he was standing proud way before he even got down. What is to stop these people that came in and that are still coming in, and they know exactly where they need to go to pick up equipment and things of that nature, and this is how you put this thing together. It's like they already got money. They was paying these people sleeper sales in America. Now, what you're saying, brother Dave, used to be that people used to call that what do they call it? They used to call it um a theory, not theory. Mm, all I know is a reality now. They can't find them. These people came over here and got lost. They got lost in a technical world. That's what they did. They got lost and they can't be found. For you all that seen this movie, Red Dawn, it was two of them. Conspiracy theorists. Yes. No, those days are long and gone. People don't need no. You for real? And they taking these things to heart than they ever have done before. Of course, now the government said, "Hey, we don't know what it is. We don't know where it's come from." They could be lying and they could be telling the truth. And they lie so much, it's just like, man, please, it's a waste of it's a whole waste of conversation to have with them now. It is. And all the people that's making these calls, they're already gone. They're already gone. They in their caves or in their bunkers, they're already doing what they're doing. They know exactly where they need to go. Ooh, yes, this is something else, brothers. And I think AI is another I think it's also another distraction. Every time you look on YouTube, oh, you can make a song. You can write a book with AI. Just tell it what you want it to just give a few phrases and it'll write your book. Man, yeah, okay. Keep on practicing with AI. AI will have you down right here, deaf, dumb, crippling, crazy. Have you so far retarded it won't even be funny. And that's what they're trying to do. And like the Most High said, if possible, to mislead his own people, if possible. We was built for this. Yes, brothers and sisters, we was built for this. We went through some things that now when they start talking and opening their mouth, what do? Majority of black people do this. We sit back mentally. We may speak on it and we may give an opinion here or there, but trust and believe. It's that deep down inner thought that we get involved in. See, that's the one that scares them. We listen to what they're saying. I mean, for every syllable, consonant, we break it down mentally. That's what we do. We have a habit of doing that. The Most High had us go through what we're going through because he knew this is what my people will be contended with. Yeah, he called us stiff neck. Yes, he did. He called us stiff neck. All right, that stiff neck will turn on, it's going to turn on this world. And it's already, truthfully, it has already turned on the world. You can't tell these Negroes nothing. No, you can't. You can't. Mm. You told us that Jesus was this particular man, and he was from Spain. He was born December 25th. Yeah, we woke up. They upset. And Putin didn't help it out at all. Putin like, hey man, they looking at him like, yeah, we need to kill him. Period. He didn't. He's helping these people to wake up. But we woke up, and they can't take it. They cannot take the realism of people whom they already knew who we were before we even knew it. That makes their judgment so much higher. It's they have a whole history book of judgments that's going to befall them. Now, whether they want to run from the scripture, do what they think they need to do. Get a pair of Stacy Adams and slide your way on. It's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. Shalom, sister in pursuit. It's still going to happen. And what Sister Shonda was saying, and she's not lying. I don't know a lot of people's phone numbers. I don't. When that cell phone came out, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, as they say. We used to remember all of those, everybody's numbers. Oh man, I mean, there was brothers and sisters out there who was remembering people's numbers just to say, hey, he know a whole lot of people's phone numbers. Those brothers out here, they were just practicing remembering people's numbers. And eventually that cell phone came out, done us down. Well, before the cell phone came out, you had the internet. And first, that thing taught us how to be impatient. And I'm talking about even dial-up. Then they came with the dial-up. Then came it was the dial-up, and then it came what was the other one? With the dial-up, and then it came to where they split the signal. They split the signal on the same pair of wires, and so they had the phone on one side, and then they had the internet traveling on another side. So you can get phone calls and you can be on the internet at the same time. And then they started to give the internet speed. So when you wanted to see something, but then you got used to seeing this movie, then it started jerking and everything, and it started going real slow, getting fuzzy. All now and then that's when it started messing with your patience. You became impatient. They taught us how to become impatient. This is some wicked stuff. When I tell you, I work for AT&T. I seen things come in. I seen things go out. Then it came over Uverse. It seemed like that was flop, but they came away. That box is some of you brothers and sisters, especially in Texas. Now, Texas, that's a whole different beast there, of course. They're gonna make sure the communications will be up. And that box that you brothers and sisters may see in your neighborhood, it's like a beige box. It's gonna be like something new. That thing ain't nothing but a modem. That's all it is. And then what they're planning on doing was, instead of coming out, say when you ask for internet bid at your place, AT&T is gonna get to the point where they're not running drops no more. When I said drop, I'm talking running a phone line from the pole to your house. No, it's gonna be with that modem. It's going to detect that modem. Boom. From that box outside to that modem, that's how it's supposed to work. And now you're having all these signals in the air. Shalom, Sister Kathy Jones. You have all of these signals in the air, going back and forth, bouncing and things. And truthfully, brothers and sisters, I don't know what those microwaves or signal is doing to us. I mean, I can't speak on it, but I can almost guarantee you there's some damages. There's some damage to what man has put in place. Because I'm telling you, I seriously believe that the days of Enoch and the things he was saying these fallen angels was doing, and then truthfully, brothers and sisters, if you go on the internet, you're seeing some people doing the same thing. They're trying to blend apples and oranges together. They go show a tree. It has apples and oranges on the same tree. Although I think there was computer generated, but this is what they're doing. Yeah, and so, and then they had one. Now they kind of made me mad on that one. They called themselves trying to plant an egg, like this plant, grew an egg, and he opened up shit. I'm like, man, get up out of here with that dumb stuff. But this is what they're doing. They're trying their best to go contrary to nature. That's all they are trying to do. And this is demonically inspired by Hashatan and his demons. This is what this boils down to being, down to the last dollar. That's what this is about. That last dollar. If they got to destroy this dollar, because I'm looking at Bitcoin, it just keep on going up. It just keep going up, and then I'm like, okay, if that's how the system is going, and now you got brothers and sisters talking about the mark of the beast. Truthfully, I can't comment on it because only thing I can say is this. It said if you don't have this, the scripture said if you don't have this mark on your forehead or your right hand, you cannot buy nor sell. Okay? Well, brothers and sisters, that's a warning for the Most High. So this is how I'm taking the scripture. I don't have the mark of the beast, so I cannot buy no food. I can't sell no food because what? Okay, everybody on this planet will not have that mark. Let me barter with those who don't have the mark. Hey, brother, I have this here. We don't necessarily, brothers and sisters, we don't need money. That's the thing. We don't need money. If you're talking about if you got a little, a farm or whatever, or a little patch that you garden, and it's enough food to feed you, your family, and for you to barter with somebody else and things of that nature when it comes to other things. It's teaching you how to be self-sufficient when it's all over said and done. That's what this world is going to teach you. Because if you don't want the mark, it just tells you, the Most High said, become self-sufficient. Become self-sufficient. That's the warning that the Most High is telling us. Become self-sufficient. Take care of yourself. The world is trying to take care of you in a demonic way, just to control you, to put you up under a judgment that the Most High said, you don't want to be up under this here. There's no coming back from this. There is a fearful expectation for you to fall into my judgment's hand. You don't want none of this. Stay away from it. Choose life that you keep on living. This is where we at, brothers and sisters. Off the top. This is where we at. They can sit there and keep talking that dumb stuff all they want. They can talk about the technology and all this stuff. And don't get me wrong. I was into that smart home thing. I was into it. I hook up this here, and you can, take your cell phone and do this and do that. Truthfully, brothers, that's some bone cut laziness. And that sometimes, and especially if you are a person who has disabilities, that's what you need. But when you can walk to the bathroom, turn your water on, and things of that nature, so be it. A little exercise is not going to kill you, you know. But when you just when you got to the point where, hey, at this particular time, I want this here, and you programming all this stuff on your phone. Brothers and sisters, do you all know that in this age, we deal with more depressed people than any other time in history? Than any other time. I asked my grandmother when she was living, and I said, what did they do during the Great Depression? And my grandma was like, nothing. You get out there in that field. And she said we sometimes we go to the field and pick cotton, and then we go into the field, pull out vegetables, till the land, fertilize the land. Shalom, Brother Robert. This is what she said. Well, because I was looking at the documentary of the Great Depression. And it was showing, Gentile people. This one lady, I know some of y'all remember, she took a spoon and was scrubbing the ground in the garbage can and putting them in liquid food. So I asked my grandmother, how did they make it through? My grandmother said, it didn't affect us. We ate off the land. That's what my grandmother told me. We ate off the land. He said that great depression, it affected the people that was in the city. That's what she said. My grandmother, in so many words, was saying they were self-sufficient. Brothers and sisters, this is where we're at this door of being self-sufficient. And you will find that being self-sufficient is going to be your gold mine. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be your gold mine because people are going to get hungry. They're going to get hungry. They're not going to be worrying about that 2025 Escalade with big rims on it when it comes to their belt. They know that it takes food to continue to live. They're not looking at that right now. You're going to see grocery stores shut down because they cannot handle. Oh, New York? I'm surprised New York is still up. They was going in, they was just walking in there with stealing stuff and walking out the door. And then walk a block or two down. They say they have stuff out on the street selling this on the street. Brothers, this has already started. Can we say that their great tribulation has started? I can't say. But good night. What they pushing out is on a whole different level. It's like whoever's making the calls. I'm just trying to figure out why in the world the so-called policemen are riding up and down the street. I don't even think they ride up and down the street. They probably tell, hey, find y'all a safe place and hold tight. Somebody come up on you, just make sure you got your body cam on to show that it's justified. That's what I'm seeing. This is on a whole different level, brothers and sisters. If they think they're going to push out a civil war, I don't even think they're going to have the time to do it. Because whatever they got plans, it seems that their plans, somebody about to hand them, they're about to hand They're about to be spoon-fed. It seems to me that they're putting things in place. If you think you're going to get down this way over here on this side of the country, we're gonna take care of you because we already here. We're not gonna be jumping from the skies. You won't have that opportunity. Me coming down off a parachute where you can shoot me. No, we already on the ground. That's what I'm seeing. That the world is saying. We here. We didn't build what we need to build. We controlling what we need to control, and they getting paid to do. Now, let's just say this now. They had all this stuff that was coming into the United States, right? Let's just say they had all this stuff that came in to put these drones together. But when it's not together, it does not look criminal. It does not. It does not look criminal at all. But when you start putting it together, wait a minute now. Oh, you mean tell me this is what you can build with that thing? Yeah, now you're on a whole different plateau. Now, we just talking about drones. Y'all do know that you can make a gun out of plastic. Yeah, and if it's because they was playing with that stuff um, some years ago. The kids were using a 3D printer to make the gun, and there was one young brother, and he was big on buying them, but he go out and he test them, and he like boom, he popped, but the gun just shattered. You're like, see, this is the reason why you got to come out here and test these guns because this young cat, he knew what ingredients need to be in there the most in order for them to for that gun to stay soft the way it was. But you can go through a detector, you would not find that gun. It's already out there, brothers. I mean, just imagine this. You think that they brought these people here, and we was all witnessing these military-aged men coming in, that they didn't know where they was going. You thinking they sleeping on the streets? They're not sleeping on the street. They're not sleeping on the street. The invasion has already started. Matter of fact, you can't even call it. You cannot call it an invasion. You cannot. You're already here. You just got. That's what it seems like. You just got. And you know what, Brother Dylan? I think that me, my biggest concern is us. Truthfully, my biggest concern is us. Um, Shalom, Sister Van P. That's where my concern is because I know there's a lot of us on the southeast side of the United States. And then too, it can for the ones who really, that's hell bent on destroying us. All it takes is one idiot to sit up and say, "Oh, I got a drone too. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of some black people." You know, mm, we, we, the evil America has done is backfiring in their faces, and it is pimp slapping them in the face and knocking out teeth, and and all the stuff that they've been pushing out on the internet, as if Trump is going to save this world. He's going to save us from this war. This is what some people are saying. Ooh, this is this is it's thought provoking. It is. It's very much thought provoking because now you're trying to figure out what's your next move now. What is your next move? And at the same time, when it comes to those drones, brothers and sisters, let me ask you something. Why didn't you brothers? Why didn't they bring those things out during the summertime? Yeah, they could have brought it at night. New Jersey, up in that area, Atlanta, it's cold now. Those batteries get hot. I had a drone. Man, for my son. Man, I think we used that thing one time. It got so hot, I had to drop it. That battery is so hot. Like, man, I went and got my money back. It was a few $100s we paid for that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And it was like when I ain't gonna say they were just coming out, but that battery got so hot. But now I understand why they're moving at night and in the wintertime. You didn't see these drones during the summertime. You didn't. They when this weather started to cool off and things of that nature. Oh, now you're seeing them. So now, what else you want to see in the wintertime? They're talking about all this war is going to get started in the wintertime. Maybe the drones are out now in winter, of course. Or a lot of people are outside. Ain't no telling, sister. There's no telling. That is true. The powers that be, they know these drones are and who they belong to. They know this, sister. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Now, I'm gonna just call them. Let's call these people low-level politicians because there's somebody that's telling them what to do. That's like a known fact. They're telling them what to do, and they do it. If they got to tell a bold-faced lie, go in there and tell them this bold-faced lie, and they're gonna follow that word for word. I'm serious. This is mm, we woke up. Hashatan woke up too. He woke up from his slumber. Oh, wait a minute, y'all Negroes about to get up out of here. The Most High says he waking you up. Yes, he gets upset. He's highly upset. He's highly upset. You're seeing that his strength over his system is falling apart. They're falling into a situation that we was in. We didn't have the strength to lift up our head, as the scripture says. We didn't. I never will forget there's roots, but it was the 2016 edition. Uh, Mario Van Peebles, I think he was the one who directed it. But anyway, Kunta, he was running and he was like saying, hey, but he was speaking his tongue in African, from Africa. And he was saying he was running to the black, he was like, come on, it's only one guy. It's only one white guy. We can take him. That's what he was saying. If you see it, you will understand what he was saying. It's too many of us not to be scared of this one white guy on a horse. But the Most High said, hey, this was going to happen. And it happened. We cannot lift up our heads. They had us in so much of a fear. It was near about unbelievable. Now, you know what, Sister Kathy? I'm starting to question the Simpson. I really am. Who's really working behind the scenes with the Simpson? And then at the same time, Sister Kathy, you know, back in the days, you say some stuff about something you ain't got no business talking about, you came up missing. Why is everybody all angles all of a sudden? But everybody's vocal. Everybody. The only one that knew he had some damaging information, he got about it, the United States. He in Russia right now. Snowden, I think that's his last name. Yeah, he knew exactly what he needed to do. He knows as long as he's there, he can't be touched. But back in the days, you mentioned something, leaders, like what we got going on, and some of the brothers in West Africa, and you're seeing what they're trying to do already. You seen them there, the president of Burkina Faso. You seen what's happening? The Most High has turned his attention back to his people, and they are lifting their heads. They're showing their strength. This bowing down, it's one thing about African Americans. We don't bow our heads, like that to white people. You did a few hundred years ago, yeah, you probably got away with it. But Africa, no, they still do it. We don't practice that. We flat out just do not do it. No, we have become a different breed of people. Even the Africans say, "Oh, African American, no, 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 no." They know who their enemy is, and they do not bow down to him. And they know he's a white man. They know this. They know that we have took on a whole different persona. We flat out just don't play with that nonsense. We don't. And we woke up, we found out that we got a little lion spirit, lioness and lions. Now you're starting to see some things. Oh, you can't tell these people nothing. No, you can't tell us nothing. Because the stuff that you did tell is full of lies. No, we don't bow to that bill no more. And so when the world starts to realize that people that look like us that were supporting these churches, we were the ones who was bringing money to commercialism. We was the one. Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, you name any holiday, we was the first people there. We were the first one. Oh, it's a day off from work. Oh yeah, we're gonna turn it up. We was out there buying liquor and food and going to parties. We made the world turn. That's what we did. We was the ones out there buying the Christmas gifts, using your last dollar to do this here. We was the one that was doing that. But now there was a blow to them that they didn't see coming. Truthfully, we didn't even see it coming. We woke up. Oh, wait a minute. We don't supposed to be so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, religion is a scam. Oh, Christianity? Oh, wait a minute. They're the one who threw us into slavery. Why am I believing the people that threw me into slavery? That the one they call Jesus, they're saying is my savior. Oh yeah, we woke up. They didn't like that. They did not like it, and they still do not like it. You still got people claiming us when they're not us. This is where we at. I tell you, it's a sight to see, but we're the ones. Like I said some weeks ago, I seriously believe that this great falling away, I don't think it's going to be Israel. I think I'm truthfully, brothers and sisters, I seriously believe it's going to be us fallen away from Christendom, Islam, and you name any other religion that's out there that we may be attached to, we will wake up. And that right there is going to set a whole lot of stuff into motion. And it's going to be out there that one action of us separating ourselves from those religious entities. That way, if you want to talk about the end of the world, wake Israel up. Wake Israel up. All glory, you're right, Brother Dylan, belongs to Yahuwah. Wake Israel up. If you want to talk about something of a magnitude, that's when that dollar really truly is going to stop. If you thinking that they hurting us by having us the highest they said the black people, African Americans, are the highest of the unemployed. And they talking about by the year 2050 that black people won't be employed. Who's pushing that stuff out? The Gentiles. They're the one who's saying that. Sister Kathy, they need us so far down in ignorance, it is unbelievable. They need us absolutely retarded. That's what they need. They need us so far under the rock as retarded, but they can't get it. They cannot get it. They cannot get it. We know for a fact, no, you need to be like me. That's what that boils down to being. We starting to realize you need to be like me off the top. But they don't want to be like us. And if they do not want to be like us, all right, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's it. When it's all over said and done, salvation did come to the Gentiles. It did. Are they going to accept it? Are they going to accept who you are? Who you are, Sister Kathy, a black woman saying you Israel. Are they going to accept that? Brother Dylan saying, hey, I'm Israel. Well, but you're black. Brother Dave, Sister Van P, are they able to take these things and say, hey, you, and the way in the scripture, it ain't gonna be a lot. But don't get me wrong. When things get hard on Gentiles, now don't get me wrong, I will say this. They quick about apologizing. They're very quick about doing that. Not so much about our people, but they quick on doing that, at least from what I'm seeing. Now, whether it's from the heart, that remains to be seen. But I tell you, this is not that time, brothers, that we be falling short and giving into a lot of things that this world is pushing out. No, it's not that time. It is not that time. This AI stuff, I mean, proceed cautiously. Because don't get me wrong now, there's some things that you can use from AI to further the cause. But I tell you, from me working with AI stuff, just a 4-minute clip will take you a few hours to do. I was doing one, and I was talking about like redemption for us and the thing, but they kept on throwing the gay flag. They kept throwing that alphabet flag in there. I was like, remove the so and so flag. It would not remove that flag. And so whenever it did, it came back with a little rainbow string or something. Like, well, dad coming. And I'm going back and forth with this machine, take that out. I'm censoring this. Brother, do y'all know that thing took me like a month to get off? And this is AI. Brothers and sisters, ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. There's some dark stuff. There's some dark stuff to this AI. That's just my take on it. And I see, and it's getting to a point where let me just pull back from that stuff. Sister John, they have so many dark movies now. Oh, God, oh, sister. Shoot, Justice League is dark. Superman, Batman, and the creatures they be fighting, talking about the underworld and all that. And Marvel, when they were talking about, they did a Captain America, Winter Soldier, Hell Hydra. And then Sister Shonda said, look this up, brothers. It was Hydra. I thought it was just a movie. Oh no. Stuff it is. I come to find out when it comes to some of this stuff on TV, a lot of this stuff is reality. They slipped in, guys. What? Brothers, all along they've been telling us what they're doing. And they yelling it. When they talk about certain spells, and they said one of the movies I knew, they was literally calling out some spells. I'm gonna tell you one of them, Princess and the Frog. Come to find out that they were calling that casting out spells and everything. Those were literally wicked spells, but they made it so pleasing for the little kids. And the thing about it is this here, brothers, is that they just had to bring in a little black child. That's what they did. They bring out the darkness and then bring out this little black child. These people know who you and every last one of you are, down to the very last drop. These movies that they pushing out, who was that? It was one on Netflix. It was like all black cast. What was the name of that movie? What's that sister's name? She's a comedian. Monet. She was in the movie. She was in this movie. I like brothers and sisters, don't mess with this movie. Shalom, brother AJ. I was like, don't mess with it. Don't allow the demons to come inside your house. The demons are trying their best to get inside your house. Yes, she did. Also to Van P. What are you talking about? And then she left a link. So I'm thinking I'm going to see the link on my phone, but I didn't see it on my phone. So I got to go back and look at on my computer to see the link. So I click on it. Yeah, she led into it. She was hot. She was hot. She was hot. She's supposed to be hot. If this is how the Most High got to move her to get heated and for her to speak about it, so be it. She knew she had to speak about it, and she spoke. She spoke. And who is it? Brother Benaiah Israel. Same thing. He said, hey, we've been shadow banned like never before. These brothers and sisters, they speaking about this stuff a whole lot more. I told you, brother, it was going to get rough for us for December, at least to the mid of December. And these brothers, they're starting to feel it. They're showing their frustration in a good way. That's what they're doing. They're showing it. They're speaking about it. They use any and everything to keep you away from the matters that you need to be looking at. They bring out P. Diddy. Now, who's next? Now, P. Diddy kind of fought. He paid now. The other guy, Jay-Z. Now, he's next in line. So after they get through running Jay-Z, who's next? Who's going to be next? That's it. I mean, I ain't gonna say that's it, but they gotta find somebody. But it's gonna be us. It's going to be us. This is it, brothers. This, paying attention to, paying more than the usual attention is going to be the need for these days. That's what it's going to take. We will have to be more alert, more self-sufficient. And if this captivity has us in that manner, we need to go. We seen what the Most High said. If you got that mark of the beast and you buying and selling, you got that mark, you know that judgment is upon you. But if you don't, if you do not have that mark, you can't buy, you can't sell. Brothers and sisters, the Most High said this: the leaves are for the healing of the nation. Believe it. Believe it. If you got certain type of a medical condition, and you saying, well, if I don't take this mark, I can't get my blood pressure medicine. I can't get this. I can't get that. I can't get my this here. The world is trying to put you in a position as if you do not have a way out. That's when that trust in the Most High is going to, you're going to have a deep-seated love and respect and trust in the Most High. You will have to start it today. If you think you don't have it, start it today, because it's going to come. It's going to come. It's going to come upon you, because trust and believe, they already got you in a position to have you compromised. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I ain't ate in 3 days. All right, you take this. You look here. We can feed you real good. We can feed you real good. We just need to stamp your forehead and your right hand. That's all we need to do. And you can go in there and eat all you want. That's it. I got cancer and I need this medicine, and that's the only way I can live. Look at, we got something for you. You take this stamp, to go on over there and get serviced. Yeah. They using anything against us. And brothers and sisters, this is where that time, we say we trust in the Most High, right? The Most High is about to let loose. He's about to let loose. And that trust, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. This is not the time. And brothers and sisters, I kid you not, I'm hoping the best for all of us. I'm hoping the best for all of us. The Most High has given us a warning. And truthfully, brothers and sisters, He gave us this warning a long time ago. Some things we just didn't see. But the Most High, in so many words, is saying, become self-sufficient. Start being self-sufficient. Whatever you feel that they have on you that can act as if a bargaining chip, brothers and sisters, start analyzing your life. If it's some medicine that they saying you know that you may need, brothers and sisters, look at your medicine. Look at your medicine. Look at the ingredients in it. Look for the plant in that medicine. Look for the plant, and you're gonna notice it's going to have a very small amount of that plant in that medicine. But the rest of it go be chemicals. And those chemicals is really to work against you. Truthfully, the plants does not work against you that the Most High created. They don't. Look at the plant. Look at that plant. When it comes to the HIV medicine, guess what plant is in that medicine, brothers and sisters? In the HIV medicine, there's like 3 of them, I think, 3. But one of them that I knew about was thuja. Matter of fact, let me just do it this way. Oh, I did something wrong. Ain't that bad a trip? What I do? Hold on. Let me see. What in the name? What? Come on, dude. What do I need to do? What? Man, what? No. Let me get by this. Right. What in the world did I do? Let me see something. All right, here we go. There we go. Let me type it in. That's that root. Look it up, brothers. It's called Uja. And it just they say it helps out with HIV. But if you look at when the sister gave me the pill, I seen the pill. I went online, typed it in, found Uja, but it's a small dosage of it. Small, brothers and sisters. This is how we have to be self-sufficient. Some things you have to take into your own hands, and your faith is going to be one of them. It's going to be that faith. Most I told you, the leaves are for the caring of the nation. He means that. He means it. You may be hungry. The Most High is not going to let you starve. He's not. His name is involved. If you think the devil will turn up at this late stage and the Most High not show up, brother, don't fool yourself to think that he back off in a cut. No. If a portal opens up, trust and believe. The Most High it's not going to phase him. But if he deemed it necessary that he open up a portal for you to believe, so be it. He will never outshine the Most High. Off the top. Never. He will never outshine the Most High. It does not phase him at the things he called himself doing. Yeah, he took out a lot of our people, had a lot of our people hanging from trees. Yes, he did. But the resurrection, that's not going to hinder the Most High at all. He knows exactly who his people are. Did not the scripture say he is the Elohim of the living, not of the dead? Not of the dead. Now understand this, brothers and sisters, when he says this, we may have loved ones that have fallen asleep in death. Moses, although he may be dead, he still lives. He lives with the resurrection view. He lives with lives in the heart of the Most High. He knows exactly that he's going to bring his servants back. And a lot of our family members, they're coming back, brothers. Now, when he said he is not the Elohim of the dead, those ones, let's just do it this way. Obadiah, the book of Obadiah. Who did the Most High said that, hey, your bloodline is going to cease to exist? That's being a people or a person that is of the dead. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. This faith-based journey, this is not a journey now. This is not a journey, brothers. This is throwing blows. This is a battle. This is what this is. It's a battle. We're throwing blows. Hashatan is doing any and everything. And some of you brothers and sisters have more strength than he do. That's the thing. A lot of you brothers and sisters don't even realize. Average demon did not Yahushua put his spirit into his disciples. They went out healing, feeding, curing, and expelling demons. He gave you a small example. I say small, of what's going to be done on a greater scale. Because when I say greater scale, because Judah is the one that went to the four corners of the earth. The moment we start to realize our strength and praying to the Most High and listening to His voice, the stronger we're going to become. When you start to realize that, oh, and that's when the blows really come. Oh, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I had this type of strength? Oh, for real? Oh, yeah. Oh, now you're about to turn it up. Now you're about to turn it up. Everybody, brothers and sisters, has a gift from the Most High. It's all about recognizing it and using it in its appropriate way. I mean, you got to give. You like, so I'm getting a lot of money. Oh, you already messed up. You just messed up just messed up. Well, what was this? King Solomon. King Solomon, evidently, this is what he did. He was looking at his father ruling over Israel. And evidently, he had some reservations in his mind. You're like, man, I mean, what? Who in the world want to deal with these old stiff-necked people? That was on Solomon's mind. And he wasn't even king. But when David fell asleep in death, the Most High told Solomon, my loyal servant. He called David loyal. He put that title upon his servant, David. Loyalty is dead. Solomon came back. He asked for wisdom to oversee his people, his difficult people. His difficult people. He said, these are some difficult people. Now, why we difficult? I don't know. Yes, we difficult. We can be difficult. I'm serious. And Solomon knew it. But the thing about it was what they got the Most High, and he touched the Most High's heart when he said, give me the wisdom. Solomon was not even talking, he wasn't even looking at money. He was not looking at fame. He was looking at, man, how in the world can you deal with these people? I'm going to need more than my charisma. I need the wisdom from the Most High. And that touched the Most High's heart. That's what he did. And the Most High gave him everything that he did. He gave it to him, the wisdom, and he gave him things that just say of the flesh. He gave him money. But let's not forget. Solomon was just like his daddy. It was just like his daddy. The Most High knew it. He said, but I'm going to say this, Solomon. Look here. I know you, boy. You just like your daddy. Only thing about your daddy didn't mess with foreign women. And I know you got a little thing about foreign women. He said, don't do it. All they're going to do is come in and have you worshiping their God. That's what the Most High told him. That was his warning. That was from the Most High's observation for Solomon. He knew this about Solomon, and he gave him that warning. The Most High did not keep him away from it because he had free will. Free will. And as time went on, he started marrying foreign women. But that his change from other to worshiping their God, it did not happen. It did not happen overnight. It did not. But over time, as he got older, That's when it got to him. As he got older, when he's feeling, all into himself, oh no, my loyalty is to the Most High. Yeah, you will have that strength. I mean, no, ain't a woman gonna tell me what to do. But I forgot how many wives. Let's go to let's go with 300. I think way more than that. But anyway, can you imagine 10, 10 complaining? I want to go home and visit my family. This is the time for Christmas. No, 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 no. I want to go home with my family and so and so. This is the time for Ramadan. But he was warned not to marry foreign women. See, now he's getting bombarded now. He's getting bombarded. But the Most High warned him, stay with the women of Israel. Stay with Israel. These women was brought up in my worship. Stay with them. That was the warning. And that warning is still out there. That warning is still here, right down to this very day. It's still here. That warning, and you think it just stopped for Solomon? Nah, that goes straight down that bloodline. Straight down it. And what's killing about, there's no weaving, there's no bobbing of that law. Truthfully, the only reason that some of us may have bobbed out is because of grace. Salvation came to the nation. In salvation, it's due to Israel's sin. Yeah, and I said Israel's sin. You Israel. You stepped out, did got with some other nation. That's the thing, truthfully. But at the same time, salvation came to a nation. It don't necessarily have to be marriage either, now, brothers and sisters. The Most High said salvation came due to Israel's sinful course. Hey, this is what goes out to the nation. But that warning that the Most High gave Solomon, that still goes down to this very day, brothers and sisters. And it goes to the sisters too. Now let's not get it twisted. It's some sisters I ran into. It said the brothers. You for real? I come back like, well, when the Most High brought down judgment on Adam, you don't think that judgment, when he was saying Adam, applied to Eve? When he was talking to Adam and so and so, so and so, I said, well, is Eve still living today? No, I'm saying you taking that too far. See, you just want to say, I'm like, no. But you have brothers out there, brothers and sisters that think that way, brothers and sisters, and they literally believe that certain portions of scripture is supposed to be, they're like the laws. There are some laws that pertains to sisters only. It's true. But judgment, that goes across the board. If the Most High told Adam, hey, you're going to be trying to grow a farm and all you're going to do is end up with dust, that's going to affect Eve also. It's going to affect her also. But brothers and sisters, the thing is, let's keep on realizing this. We are in this together. Ain't no such thing as you on your own, you on your own. No, we're not. Nah, we're in this together. No matter how you see it, whether you want to believe it or not, you are in this together. Now, if you want to sit up here and keep on talking crazy, that's your business. You'll be talking crazy all by yourself. when it gets to a particular point where that type of talk is not going to be, it would not be, it just won't be tolerated until you realize, it's a reason why you separated. It's a reason why the world don't need you coming back and saying, you know what, I'm going to fall up under the leadership of this man. And they have our sisters in that predicament. But a lot of sisters are waking up. And I knew there was one time I was talking with Gold Black on his channel, and there was sister, she came up. And then the thing about, I mean, I appreciate what she was saying. She was saying that it's taking her time to do that. You know, she woke up, she realized who she was, and so now she said it's a battle. She said because I'm coming from a Western mindset to a holy, set apart rules and regulation that she knows that she has to live by. And she said, yeah, it's she's honest. And I mean, anybody with common sense would say, you know what, yeah, I can accept that. You know what the sister's about, what she's trying to do. And for the rest of the sisters out there that's doing the same thing, so be it. May the Most High continue to bless your effort, as well as these brothers, because it ain't just the sisters that have to change mentally. The brothers got to change too. Just because you think you go back in the biblical time, that don't give you the authority to go ahead and say, bring me a glass of water. And she's not moving fast enough. And by the time she do bring a glass of water, you slap her down. Oh, brother, you might get jumped. Because I've seen some brothers, they thought that, hey, we woke and so, and I mean, I don't know where he got that nonsense from, but you can get dealt with by the Most High. Realize that, brothers. You can get dealt with. You can get dealt with. And the Most High deemed it necessary that from your abuse to your wife is uncalled for, he ain't got to wake you up the next day. He ain't got to wake you up the next day. And see, the world don't have to know that's a judgment. The Most High do. Judge him. You just slapping this woman around like a rag doll. Every time you look up, he was slapping her around. He got some anger issues, or he had some anger issues. Most I like, oh no, I rectified that. And I say that to any brother out there. Sisters too. I seen some sisters walking in there. I will beat your so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. The most I can, he can take your breath in the middle of the night too. Yeah, it's ramping up, brother. It is. It is. But at the same time, truthfully, brothers, at the same time, we're waking up to who we are. The way they treat their mindset in certain countries in Africa about how they feel about the sisters is ridiculous. And you can't come over here wearing that attitude. You cannot. It's not healthy. I mean, it's just not. If you got to go in here and slap people around, you got a problem. My thing is this: let somebody come and slap you around. Tell me how I feel. Tell me how I feel. My uncle did that dumb stuff. My uncle did that dumb stuff. He caught a butcher knife in his chest. That's what he did. That woman whoop, and broke the handle. That handle broke off in his chest. He's no longer of the living. That's why keep your hands to yourself. Seriously. The Most High is not playing with that. You have no, if you feel you may have the power. The greatest power a man can have, the greatest power he can ever have is self-control. That's the greatest power he can have. And it seems that these sisters are getting to a point where they are out of control. I say some, I ain't gonna say all, some. And they just might find themselves on the same totem pole as some of these brothers. These sisters are getting beat every single day. Coming over talking to you about this and something. They come down, I be all swollen up. And no such thing as calling the police. Call the police if you want to. You will get another beat. Police will come out. Okay, all right, I'm going. And then they leave. They leave. But they don't call the police like that. Only to pick up a dead body for stealing or something. You pick the body and put it on their truck. They roll on about their business. Brothers, we are wakening up. The Most High is not. That's some things that He's not even contended with no more. That He's going to be putting up with. You know exactly who you are as a man. Keep your hands to yourself. You're going to have your arguments and things of that nature. And sisters, the same thing go for you. Keep your hands to yourself. Because if you hit a man and he hit back and you like shell shock because he hit you back, keep your hands to yourself. That's how you learn control on both ends. It does not apply to the other and less to the other. Period. It doesn't. You know you don't want nobody hitting on you. You don't. Oh, I hated that stuff with a passion. When I was a child, I hate, oh, don't hit on me and I ain't gonna hit on you. I think that's the reason why I was in a whole lot of fights. But when it's all over said and done, brothers, going forward, these are some, they are exciting, but at the same time, it can be breathtaking. And I seriously believe that we are on the verge of a breathtaking event. We need to be on point as to our deep-seated faith, our desire of what we're going to do. Put yourself mentally in a position to ask yourself what you want to do. Now, if they get to the point where they're getting bold with the mark of the beast, when they get to that time, and they literally are they're right there at the door. They told these people to get rid of half of their crops. Brothers, that's a warning shot. They're trying to put you in trying is past tense. They have put a lot of our brothers and sisters in compromising position where where's your faith is going to be. Hey, you need this particular medicine for this here? All right, let me stamp your right hand and stamp your forehead. Go on right in and get that medicine and get you some of that lab grown meat. Put some A1 sauce on it. This is real. Now, don't sit there and take that for a joke. The A1 sauce. I mean, that's what the devil's going to do. That's going to be a reality. They know exactly what they need to do to get you to succumb to their will. Shoot, you may be a husband and wife. You got this man. Look here. We're gonna do some things to your wife. You don't take this here. You go take this stamp. You go take this forehead, or we gonna take her. One or the other, brothers. This is not no joke. These examples has already been done. That's the thing. Brothers and sisters been going through that stuff. Some went through that stuff. It's just downright ridiculous. let's not play down the what ifs. Because when you're dealing with what ifs, what I gave you, it probably was a graphic one. The devil is graphic. When it gets down to the nitty gritty, if he got to sit up here, take this mark. This is your daughter, mother. This is your daughter. You love her. If you love her so much, take this mark. I'm gonna put it on her. I'm gonna put it on you, your forehead, your hand, and hers too. If you love her, I'm gonna put this child in your arms. I just need to mark you first. I need your permission to mark you first. He needs permission, brothers and sisters, off the top. Where's your faith going to be? And I know it sounds what's the word? Oh, it sounds harsh, but that's going to be a reality, brothers. It's going to be one. Did not the Most High put Abraham to the test? Did he not? Yahuwah knows how to save his people. Israel, believe it. If the Most High deemed it necessary, put a spirit of strength in her right arm, in her arms, period. Put the strength in her. And that angel gave her that strength. She able to knock that demon down, grab her baby and get to moving. If the Most High deemed it that way, he knows exactly how to save his people. We just got to be faithful about it to him. Hey, did not scripture like David. Although David fell asleep in death, the Most High still considered him his loyal servant. All right, you be safe out there, Brother Dylan. And so, brothers, it's going to get testy. It is. And our lives just may get tested with it. It just might get tested with it, brothers and sisters. And yeah, and I know it's an easy thing to say. And when you're in that moment, yeah, it's real. But it's all depend upon who you're going to make real at that time. Who's going to be real? Who's going to be the fake? Because one thing about this, brothers and sisters, it's always going to end up being life or death. And the person that's causing, who claims to, all right, give you life, it's really death. The devil is not going to give you life. We got to always remember that. He's not going to give you life at all. His life is dependent upon the saint. His life is dependent upon the Most High. Just like your life, my life, it's all from the Most High. The Most High said, I am the life. He did not give that over to no one else. He didn't give that to no one else. Satan got he has fear, and that's what he capitalized on, is fear. Brothers and sisters, keep your head on a swivel. Maintain your faith. And on that note, brothers and sisters, keep your head on a swivel, and pray for your brothers and sisters during this time. We're seeing what's happening. We need this prayer, and let's get into the gym and exercise our faith. Put ourselves in positions and ask ourselves, what will you do personally in order to maintain your faith? And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Shalom.